What's going on, everybody? Today is Friday, and that means another 20-minute logo design challenge. Today, I'm going to be redesigning the Nikon logo. Let's get started. So in order to prepare for this logo redesign, I've pulled their logo history for Nikon. I've also got their official color palette right here. If my wife knew that I was doing the Nikon logo, she would probably kill me, because anything that is going to take away business from Canon, she's not okay with, because she's a photographer. But it's okay. It'll just be our little secret. All right, so I kind of have an idea of what I want to do here, although I don't want it to be too generic. So I'm just kind of looking at what they're doing here. You know, they've pretty much, for the most part, they've had the same typography since 1953, as you can see. So we've got this right here, you know, this typography. Then they put it inside of a yellow, like a yellow border, like a rounded corner border. And then they just did, you know, the actual typography in 1979. And then here, you know, it's basically the same, you know, like it's basically been the same, you know, since 1953. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's definitely nothing wrong with that at all. You know, if it works, it works. And if it's, you know, if it's iconic and if it's recognizable, then that's what you want. That's what you want in a logo. Although there's one thing that I really want to try here. So let me go ahead and set my timer. And I'm going to try to design something within 20 minutes here. And the first thing that I want to try is you know, like whenever I think of photography, the first thing that comes to my mind is the flash, you know, like not the superhero, but, you know, the flash of the camera going off. So, you know, and that's usually represented by a lightning bolt. And so what I'm thinking of making a lightning bolt that looks like the letter N for Nikon. So, and really, I'm just gonna kind of play around with this and see what I can come up with. I kind of like the idea of it being this really abstract type of feel, but maybe I'll pull this down a little bit, and I may even go in and rotate to see what that looks like. But I think that this is pretty cool. Let me, just for reference here, I'm going to draw like just your typical lightning bolt. Just so we can kind of get the idea of that right there. And what I may even do, now that I'm looking at this, I may just reflect this right here. So I think that I may use this instead of that. And I wonder if I should just spell out all of the letters and then rotate. Let's see. Let's see, negative 22.5. That's like half of 45. So what happens if we do this right here? Okay, I don't hate that. Let me see. So much of this is really just playing around and seeing what you can come up with. I don't want them rounded at the end. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my width tool, which is somewhere around here. I don't use it that often. Let's see. Got to actually find it first. And this is not a tool that I use too often, so I can never remember where it is. It's not under perspective. Oh, goodness gracious, where is it? Do. You think, oh, well, I mean, you're working with paths. You would think that it would be under the pen tool, but it's not. There it is. It was staring me right in the face the whole time. Okay, so sorry about that. It's Friday and I just got started. Okay. It's kind of ugly, isn't it? All right, so I think what I'll do is we'll just kind of move this here, move that there. This may or may not be a good idea. I'm just gonna try it out here. It's just a little bit too, like, it's fine, but it gets a little bit too hairy when it gets to the ends there. So I think, what would happen if I, no, that makes it worse. Okay, what would happen if I do that? No, that takes away, that takes too much away from the recognizability of it as an N. So maybe breathe this out a little bit. Oh, sorry. I gotta scale those strokes if I'm gonna move it down. There we go. Okay. Is it an N or is it a Z? So what I think I'll do is I'll rotate it. I definitely want it to be rotated. And what happens if we throw it inside of here? Okay. I'm still not sold on it. I just don't think that this, or at least I don't think that that particular shape is going to work. So let's start over, and I think I'm just going to go back to what I did here. So let's use this as a starting point and see what we can do with it. I think I'm going to bring this down just like I did before. I still want, I want the contrast between those lines to still be there. I like that these are pointed right here at the ends, but I think that I may actually leave just those pointed and grab this, bring this over here. And I wonder, what does it look like when we scale it down small? If we were to just kind of throw this inside of that circle right there, what would it look like? Right now it looks like no. Let's bring this up to about 2 inches. Let's align these. Okay, and let's grab, oops. Oh wait, there we go. Perfect. I double clicked when I didn't mean to. Oops. All right. So I think that that's kind of cool for, you know, kind of like a symbol type of thing. And I want to give this a little bit more breathing room. That looks pretty good. Right there. And I wonder if maybe we should thicken this up a little bit. Oh, what if we did this? Oh, well, no, if you do that. So what I was thinking of bringing the shape outside of it and then just doing like a cutout. But I don't think that that would work because then we would lose our, our sharp ends, you know, it's kind of making it look like a lightning bolt. But I do like how this has gone all the way up to the edge of the circle right there where it's actually touching it. Normally I wouldn't recommend doing that, but I like how this looks here. So I'm gonna went ahead and expanded the stroke there, and let's adjust this to where it actually is going all the way and touching. I'm gonna turn off snapping and get this all the way to the edges right there. That's pretty cool. Let's go all the way in here. Okay. Nice. All right, that's cool. And what you could do here is, you know, there's another option of what you could do. You could do your Pathfinder, cut this, and you could make this white, and you could make this yellow. You know, for some reason on this, it obviously doesn't work because I think that even though it's in this particular configuration, it still looks like a Z to me because of those colors, but this one doesn't. So I think that if you were to do something like that, you'd probably want to bring up these maybe by 1/8 of an inch, and then do the same thing over here. Whoops. There we go. I say whoops a lot, I'm sorry. Okay, so do this, and no, not rotate. What am I doing? Okay, use the Pathfinder. Turn this white, or actually, you know what you could do? Well, no. Okay, that wouldn't work. Turn this white, and then turn this yellow. Okay, that's definitely better. It looks more like a Nike, looks more like an N. However, the problem that we're running into is now we're kind of losing the defined N inside of there. So I think I'm gonna just ditch that. And let's grab the N out of here and spell out the rest of the company in this same formatting. Let's see, what did we have before? I definitely should have saved that stroke to the side. Okay, and what we'll do here, because we obviously don't want that to be like that, so we'll bring this in, and I kind of, let's see, I think I like the configuration of this. So what I'll do is do this, bring this up here, bring this down here, expand that, bring this shape here, bring this shape here. There we go. You know, I wasn't sure how I liked that K, but I actually like it now. And then we'll just do a perfect circle for the O. Match the stroke on this, and then turn the stroke inside. And then we'll just... It almost kind of looks like a heavy metal band. So I think what I'll do here, instead of bookending those ends, I'll do this instead. Bring this up to 20. And then we'll do the same thing that we did for the K. So expand this. Bring your shapes in, and then go here and here, and then cut those out. Okay, let me combine those two. Wait, I gotta expand this first. And then we'll expand this one and go over here. So it's not the best configuration. Let me see if I can go in and make it a little bit better. Kind of adjust the kerning a little bit. Not the best configuration because we do have things that are uneven. So I think that I might... So that's just an option of what you could do. I think you could easily use this as an emblem, even if the N doesn't match. You know, preferably you'd want it to match. But another thing you could do is this. You could bring this down here, bring this over here to this side, and your N could be the only thing that actually looks like that, and you could use a different font altogether. So my go-to one for just as a starting point is Manrope. I like this one a lot. I'm not too big on this, so we will go over to Adobe Fonts. And let's see what we can find. I definitely want to keep it as a sans serif and want something nice and heavy with not a lot of contrast and standard width. Oh, what was that? That was cool. Ooh, I like this one. Oh, apparently it's already active. Okay, let's go in there and let's see what we can do. Oh, wow. I like that. I like that a lot. I like it so much that it's kind of, I don't know if we need to do much to it. I feel like you could easily do some really cool color palette things with this. The only thing I might do is I might go in and make this in a little bit larger. So let's make overall, we'll do 90. And then maybe bring this up a little bit, maybe to like 120 or something like that. Although it is increasing the weight on it a little bit, which isn't not necessarily a bad thing, but I'd like for the weight to be all consistent there. So I think I'll just leave that the way it is. And we've already got it nice and slanted. You know, it's already an italicized font. Let's see. Do they have any other? Okay, they don't. It's the only one that's available is that bold italic. So not necessarily a bad thing. So what I think you could do here is you could easily make this your lightning bolt. So let's try this. Go in here. And that's a very nice in right there. And you could, I don't think we need to do much to it. Let's take a look at our sizing. So we'll just do 3/4 of an inch there. And then we'll bring this to about there. I think that's good. Let's go ahead and lock this. And let's try, oh wait, let me turn off my snapping. I don't know what's going on here. Usually it works for me just fine. I'll do this instead. Well, oh, there we go. It's because my black circle was locked. I am not on it today at all. Okay, there we go. So it looks a little bit more like a power line, but I think that's fine actually. You know, this right here is not nearly as attractive as this. So I think that what I'll do is we'll keep this right here. I'm gonna duplicate this over here on this side. Bring this up here. I really like this a lot actually. I think that this looks like this particular font looks so good that it almost looks like it is the Nikon logos font. Oh, how did that happen? There we go. All right. We'll go up to 1 inch there, and then we'll make this 1 inch as well. Bring this over here. You could easily do that composition right there. And for, I wonder if, you know, we could always borrow from the past. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Needs a little bit more room. I usually start off with 1/2 inch, and sometimes I'll go up from there if I need to. All right. Looking good, looking good. And what I think we could do here is, I just came up with this. Let me see if it works. It's kind of like a callback to, you know, like a roll of film. but I like that black bar on the left side. And I wonder if you did this. I'm trying to avoid having the, kind of having the emblem be redundant. Just trying to find a good way to use it by itself. But I think what I would suggest to them if they were to go with this concept is to use it is to always keep them separate from each other. Oh wait, I know what I can do. So we'll do the same circle, same size circle for now. 1 inch. Put it behind here. There we go. That way you still get the cutout effect. Line it up, make sure it's good lined up. Take the black and then kind of enlarge it a little bit. Okay, that's nice. It's pretty cool. I like that. I like that badge. Like I could see that on stickers. I could see it on keychains. It's really, really cool. Okay. Let's see, how much time do I have here? Oh, I've only got 11 seconds. Okay, so here is Nikon's new logo. There it is. I didn't have any time to flesh out anything else. Let me turn that off real quick. So, all right, Nikon, here is your new logo. That'll be $10 million. Well, thanks a lot for watching me struggle through redesigning the Nikon logo. It was fun. Although I think I'm gonna try to do a little bit, just a teensy bit more planning when it comes to making these videos, because going into it completely unprepared, it really does, I don't know. I really think that it may be a bit better if I go in at least with like a basic concept or a basic idea. I know I had the lightning bolt, but just maybe a little bit something extra next time. I don't know. What are your thoughts? Should I go in completely blind, or should I go in with a little bit, maybe kind of like a spark of an idea? Let me know. Thanks for watching, and please hit the like and subscribe button. It'll keep all these videos coming directly to you. Thanks for watching, and have a great day. Bye-bye.